if you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I recently got chickens. I'm so excited for this new adventure. So I have loved, been obsessed with and wanted chickens since I was about 7 maybe, and now all these years later making that dream a reality. I wanted to share this journey with you because getting chickens, when I would see people with chickens or the stuff that you see online and things, it looks pretty simple, and actually the whole process has been a lot more, there's been a lot more to learn, there's been a lot more complications, and it's been a lot more expensive than I ever would have imagined. So I have been filming the journey with you to hopefully give you some insight, and hopefully this will be a helpful video if you're thinking about getting chickens. I feel like this is what I needed when I started in this journey. So everything from looking at the different materials, how we can build it, all the different kind of stages involved in that, and how we were able to find something secondhand, which obviously makes it more sustainable as well, which is great. So I really hope that you enjoy this video and just really enjoy coming on this new exciting journey with me. Also, I'll be sharing a lot more stories about why I'm getting chickens and why I think it's so important. But it's generally around the theme of, I feel like we are now so disconnected from our food and where our food comes from. And that's just such an important thing that we've just really lost in the past few decades. So I hope you enjoy this stage 1 of the According to Jess farm, which is the ultimate dream. So I really hope you enjoy coming on this journey with me. If you have any questions at all, of course, let me know in the comments. So we're just on our way to B&Q to have a look at the wood and the wire that they've got to build the main aviary. We'll see what options they have. What's that you found?
Chicken wire.
That's one we need, is it?
Yes, it is.
Just trying to find the wood now. Is it those?
Yeah.
This size?
Yeah.
So many different ones. So today is such an exciting day, beautiful weather to start digging out where we're going to have our chickens. So I'll show you the area properly, but essentially today we're going to start digging out where all of the grass is. We're going to try and level it off and basically create a good foundation before we go and pick up all of the wood that we need to start building the ran. This is the area at the moment. This is actually where we had all our tomatoes and celery and spinach growing. This is the potting shed you may recognise from my other videos. So we're essentially going to have the run across kind of in line with the shed. So today's job is we need to get rid of this metal runner and dig out the grass where we've kind of measured out that the whole chicken run is going to be. Just measured out where those borders are going to be. I don't know if you can see the green string from this post up to in there, and then all the way across just by the shed there. So now we're just going to have to dig all of this area out. We've just hired a van. We're driving today to go and pick up the wood chip for the flooring at a local farm. Then we're going to pick up the chicken coop as well, really excited about. And then I think we're going to go and see if we can get some more supplies for the roof, the wire, and also go to a farm shop to see if we can get some supplies for the chicken. Just come to a local farm to get the wood chip, just shoveling it up like this into bags. Really good place to get it. We stopped for coffee and cookies. We just went to pick up the hen house. One of my friends told me that someone that she knows was selling their hen house, so amazingly we got it for free, which is great, and also good to get a second-hand one. It was from a couple who didn't have chickens anymore after having them for 25 years, so really great. Now we're going to head to get the wire and rest of the wood for the roof. No, not that one. That one's too thin. That's not the right stuff. Yeah. How much is that?
£28.
For how much?
10 metres.
On the roof?
Yeah. They've got these panels on the roof.
We're just looking to get the padlock and and hinge to lock the actual run.
Do you think they'll be able to break the combination?
Now we're looking for timber screws. A whole new world. So many screws. So we decided to improvise with the roof, and instead of the wood have got these like corrugated plastic sheets. They just worked out so much cheaper, and so we also got these, which are like the special nails that you need to attach this corrugated stuff. So the wood for the roof, even though it was just like plywood and just the sheets, was adding up to be, I think, about £200, and that's not including the wood for like the actual frame underneath the roof, which is just crazy on top of all of the other costs. So we got 6 sheets of this plastic corrugated stuff and the nails, and I think that came to £60 or £80. I need to check, but yeah, one of those. So either way, a lot better, and we think we can make it still look good. Also had to get 3 rolls of this, which is the chicken wire. You have to get this one, not the really thin one. This is just so much more secure. This is 10 meters, so we needed 30 meters of that to cover everything. These were, I think, £30 each, so again, 90 quid. This is the hen house that we picked up. It needs a bit of work, so I'm gonna see if I can tidy it. Gonna brush it out first and then just see what needs fixing. Right, so how is the roof gonna be?
Like this. See?
Not dipping down.
Well, he's not a giant.
It's going to dip down, yes. Is it? Not dipping down in the middle here, but I'm not an octopus.
So we're definitely looking like a construction site at the moment. Just putting the first post in.
Hands down. That's it.
What's that?
Wow, wowie wow. Look at the progress.
You've got the glasses on.
Why?
Because I'm the project leader.
That's it. Now, the next post.
Now I'm going to get to work today on transforming this. Here we go with the undercoat. I'm just spraying the inside of the coop with this, which is just white vinegar mixed with water, which is a natural disinfectant rather than using a lot of chemicals. The undercoat is now done. So sunny today, which is so nice. I'm going to start painting it. We're going to do it blue, which is the same colour as the potting shed it's next to. So hopefully look quite nice. Coat number 1, done. Coat number 2, done. Progress on the roof, looking good. Morning, it is Monday. It's very cold today, but look, the door is on. And the roof structure is on. You had to change it. It was gonna go like this, but it didn't work, so now it's going like this and then down. Here is the door. We just need to attach the other bolt thing here, so this can go across, and then we can put the padlock through to lock it. Yeah, we also need more wood, so we need to go back to the shop today and get some more wood for this section. And then we can start with all the wiring. The 3rd layer now done and dry. I think it's looking pretty good. I think we might try to paint these hinges. We've got like a silver metal paint, just to make it look a bit nicer, as the paint came out so nice. Also, all the disinfectant inside is dry, which is great. To do a 4th coat of this because just in some of the bits we were looking closer up, the white was coming through, but now it seems to be much better. So now we just need to, this is the egg box, we need to cover this in some felt. This bit came off the front, there needs to be a little bit that folds down so the eggs are protected when they're in there, so we need to create that from a bit of wood as well. This is the roof of the chicken coop. I've just ripped all of this felt off the top because there's a few bits of wood like around the sides which are a bit rotten, so we need to replace those and we'll put some new felt on. I've sanded it down so now it's way smoother. We're just going to remove the end part of this because you can see there that it's like going a bit rotten. So I think we're going to cut down and then we can replace it with this bit of wood. And then we also took off this end bit because that was the same. But I think the rest of it looks pretty good. You can see from here, like it's really strong wood, it's fine. The previous owners kept the whole hen house outside the whole time, whereas we're going to have ours covered. So now we're just going to add those bits of wood and then we're going to cover it with, we've got some leftover felt from another project, so we're going to put that over the top.
Put a nail all along there.
Are just on our way to another farm supply store to look for feed, bowls, feeders, bedding, and a few other things. Oh, medical stuff, chicken wound spray. This is, I think, the 5th maybe store that we've looked at, including ones that we've looked at online. Nowhere seems to have everything at once or a very small selection, so hopefully this will be the one. So I just got back from one of the local farm shops that we found that's really close to us. This is the hemp bedding that I've been looking for ages. Apparently there's problems in the factory, which is why it's sold out of so many places, but they had 2 of these left, so I managed to get both of them. They're 20 kilos, and I'm getting the hemp bedding because even though it's a little bit more expensive than the traditional one, it lasts so much longer because of all its absorbent qualities. Hemp is also a really sustainable material, which is great. Also naturally antibacterial. It lasts so much longer because of its absorbent qualities, so I'll just need to buy less of it in the long run. I did find a few good companies. They sold it in like the kind of natural bags rather than plastic, but they were, I think, 4 times the price of this one. That's the current problems we have with sustainability, that it's just not accessible if it's so much more. So I went with this one in the end. It should last a long time, so it's okay in the long run. The roof is fully on now. Nightmare. We had to add this extra bit of wood here to fill up these gaps, and then these are the special nails you have to get. We've got security light here, and now we're just adding all of the wire. The door is on, the padlock is on. We also had an issue with the door dipping down, and there was a big gap here. It was coming down to like here, so we had to add this extra support, more wood. And now the most nightmare bit, adding this, the wire to this bit, as it's a steep angle, is hard to cut anyway. Final touches, I've just painted these hinges with a silver metal paint instead of that rust colour, and just put a new bolt on. We put wire on the floor to cover it all, and this just ensures that, like here, no foxes can get in, because as they dig under they won't be able to come up. We thought this was the best solution, so we're now just covering all of the wire with some soil. We had a little bit that dark area, but we needed some more. Obviously another expense, so I went onto Marketplace and was so lucky that someone was giving away some soil for free. He came and dropped it off last night. Here it is. Now we're just taking it and covering the floor before we put wood chip on. Some good news. I was so worried that these supplies weren't going to arrive, but they've just arrived. After going to all of those different shops and farm supply stores and everything, we still didn't manage to find one that had everything we needed. I got the bedding from the local farm shops, that's fine, but food I got from this website. It's called Little Peckers. They had good prices for everything, and I got the feeders from there and a few of like the medical things. They had a good selection of the different food, which I really wanted as well, instead of just having like one brand. So it's now Friday today? It's Friday afternoon. We're picking the hens up on Sunday. So yeah, I was really worried that this stuff wouldn't arrive on time. The chicken coop is actually behind the potting shed. If we're going to paint it any colour, might as well paint it the same colour as the potting shed. And also it was paint that we already had, so again with just minimal waste. So this is the feed that I got. They have a lot of different ones. First of all, I got the 20 kilo one because even though we're only getting 2 chickens for now, it's just better to get a bigger bag rather than loads of small ones, like cost wise and packaging wise. I got this brand, I've seen it quite a lot and it seems to be quite a good one, all natural, nothing kind of added in there. It's paper packaging rather than plastic. This is Layers pellets. This is what I found out that they eat every day. This is like their standard food, so you'll feed this to them in the mornings. This is something else that they eat. This is corn. This is what you give to them as like a treat. So the other thing has all of the nutrients and everything that they need, but this is a treat. So that's like their main meal, and then this is like a bar of chocolate at the end. This is mixed corn. I got the organic one in paper packaging, which is a lot better. This again is meant to be a good brand. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Then I got this, which is DE powder. So it's basically for like red mite, which you get not often, but they'll go into the chicken coop. There'll be tiny white bugs, and then when the chickens are in there, they'll basically feed on them and then they'll turn red. It's quite disgusting. They'll turn red because of obviously the blood. Really bad for chicken. So this is a powder. It's organic, natural. It's got no chemicals or pesticides or anything in it. This I think is a really good one. I looked at a lot of different ones. There's so many chemical ones you can get out there and I really didn't want that. So yeah, I got this. It's the 350 gram one. It should last for a while. It's a powder, so you can sprinkle this in the chicken coop as well as like directly on the chickens in between their feathers and everything. So that should be good. The other thing that I got is this, which is the chicken feeder. So for the food, you put all the feed in here, they eat it from here. Again, something that is very specific. You would think you just chuck it in a bowl and that's it. But these ones are really good that have this kind of guard, because it means that the chickens can get their beaks in there to get the food, but it's not open enough for them to like get all the food out and basically make a mess. Because if they do that, that's then when you get like different rodents and stuff, because all of the feed will be all over the floor. People think that chickens attract like mice and rats, but they don't. It's their food. So it's the same as anything else. If you leave food outside, then you will have rodents. So yeah, this is really good for that. It's got this lid thing which will go on top, and then it's also got this, which is we're basically going to hang it up from the ceiling so that it hangs off the floor. If it's on the floor, then they're more likely to make a mess. So it's just another thing that really helps. And then the final thing that I got was this, which is, yeah, similar, but this one's for water. So again, it's got this, so we're going to hang, you just fill this up with water, put it in, and then all the water comes out and they drink from here. So that goes with the other one. So yeah, it's great. I think it should all look good in there. So I am now just going to sprinkle some of this mite powder into the chicken coop now that it's all dry. This is where they'll sleep, and those red mites are often found like hiding underneath this. So I'm going to put it on there, but also in places like this, like these corners all along the edge here, and just anywhere where insects are likely to want to be and make a home. So I'll do that all around, just shake a thin layer, as well as in the roosting box there too. We have now laid down all of that soil that we got. I'm so glad that we managed to get that for free on Marketplace. Again, more sustainable. And then we've made this stand for the hen house. So the hen house is going to be on top, then we're going to make a ladder for them to come down. So having it on this stand just means that they have more space underneath. We can maybe have a dust bath or something under there, and also it's just better to have the hen house risen a bit from the ground. You will remember that at the beginning I got all of this wood chip, and that was from a local farm. We've got 10 bags of this, and we're going to lay it down on top of the soil now. Putting it in here, piling it in, and then just raking it out to make sure, it's hard to do with one hand, just to make sure there's an even covering. But it looks like we've got plenty from those 10 bags that we got. Completely covered right up to the edges, and that was, yeah, just with the 10 bags. So I think that's done pretty well. So today's the day. Excuse my roller. Just finished breakfast. Did yoga this morning, had a shower. And now, yeah, we're about to go and get the chickens. I'm so excited. We've just done some last minute things. We've just actually moved the chicken coop to a different position. I filled the chicken coop and the nest box with their hemp bedding. We just need to hang up their feeder bowls, but I've filled them with food and water just so that they can have when they get back. And yeah, well, we'll see how it goes. So we're picking them up in our cat carrier box, which I've heard is kind of the best thing for picking them up, so hopefully that'll be okay. I've just filled it with some of the bedding so they're comfortable for the ride. It's only like 20-minute drive, so hopefully it should be okay. I'm very excited, a bit nervous actually, weirdly, I don't know why. This day has been a long time coming, so yeah, wish me luck, and in the next video I do, I'll be a chicken mama. Here they are, we just brought them home. We've just kept the pet carrier, as you can see, with the door open out here. Oh, is it coming out? Yay! Yeah, they seem a bit nervous, which is obviously completely normal after that trip. But yeah, they seem to be coming out. Welcome, Chili and Clarissa. Hello. 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 You happy here? Yeah. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video, enjoyed seeing this whole chicken journey, with the start of it with me. That's right, Clarissa. I'm going to be posting a lot more updates over the coming months on this YouTube channel and on my Instagram as well, so make sure you stay tuned. And as always, any questions at all, anything chicken related, just let me know in the comments.